name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the bookie killer. Sitting here with my ride-along host, the paparazzi. What's going on, brother?
Man, just recovering from the July 4th weekend. NBA Finals are here in effect. Stanley Cup ended last night, and ready to get back to business.
You talk about recovering. My God, dude, I'm sore. I felt like I got ran over by a fucking bus. Hope everybody had a beautiful 4th of July. Hope everybody had a safe 4th of July and partied and did what they were supposed to do. Spent time with the family. As you know, I went to the beach house, hung out with the kids, had a phenomenal time, and it was very tough coming back yesterday.
Well, I'm surprised you even got out of the sand because it looked like Dominic and Aubrielle wanted to bury you in that sand.
Yeah, they were having a good time. But want to address something real quick before we get into stuff. Everybody, you know, we've been putting the clips up of Money Talks. Everybody's getting excited like they want me to bring back the show. Guys, Money Talks isn't coming back. The new show is called The $1 Million Weekend, and best believe it has all the elements of Money Talks and then some. So then people are saying, well, can we get you've been talking about it for, almost a year. Well, number one, have you ever been on TV? Have you ever got your own TV show produced? Remember, I'm not a fucking actor playing on somebody else's show. This is my own show. I'm the creator. I'm the executive producer. And the only thing I can tell you guys is it takes time.
Well, and besides that, and I'll let them know that somebody who's in the celebrity world from the paparazzi angle, there are TV companies, there's contracts, and if he were to release something right now, he could be sued. It could screw up any television rights deal that he has. So as much as he wants to, and
best believe I'm ready to release a whole episode.
We literally have to tie him up in his chair over there with his hands sometimes because he wants to release it. He literally contractually cannot do it or he will violate contracts. So,
however, I am going to get approved to release a sneak peek, which will happen within 2 weeks, so you guys can see a little sneak peek of the $1 Million Weekend. And just to show you some love, I'm going to play a little bit of one of the new songs from the $1 Million Weekend. So here you go. Ready?
Yo, Dirk, I told you it was coming back. They done fucked up and let your boy back on TV. We already told them Money Talks. They've already been hearing things. Now it's time for that motherfucking $1 Million Weekend, Dirk. Let's go.
I'ma win $1 million in 3 days. I'ma blow $1 million in 3 days. What a fucking weekend. Feeling like a dime that just got mad. Feeling like a dime. We can't take none of this money to the grave.
To the grave.
So I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. It's $1 million weekend. Turn up. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. It's $1 million weekend. We back. Who's the boss?
Me, bitch.
The most saucy book killer. Who the book fear when they see him coming? Steve. They tried to kill him once, but he's alive. He's free. Jump in the rape and smash the gas. Fast speed demon. You coming to Vegas? Better bring your cake out, play the whole safe out. Deliver them blowout when it's like takeout.
Absolute blowout winner.
You know we dripped up without the rafe out. It's hitting.
Drip the fuck out.
And without the hitting sports book and bet a whole $1 million. I'ma win $1 million in 3 days. Or I'ma blow $1 million in 3 days. What a fucking weekend. Feeling like a dime that just got mad. Feeling like a dime.
Don't get in the game if you ain't got the
heart. We can't take none of this money to the grave.
We lose, we win.
So I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days. I'ma bet $1 million in 3 days.
Bet $1 million in 3 days. I can't give you guys too much, but shout out to Dirt Bomb, who absolutely murdered that. You know what I mean?
And we're going to get Dirt Bomb here on the show in the next couple of weeks, too, so you can talk a little bit more about your musical endeavors in the new show.
Oh, no doubt. There's 7 new songs. Like I said, $1 Million Weekend is absolutely getting ready to release. And like I said, guys, believe me, I wish I could put it out immediately and show you guys some shit. But like Poppy said, when you're under contracts with high-end production companies and high-end, I almost just said in the network I was signed with. But anyway, it's about to be banging, guys. So get ready for it. We're just releasing those Money Talk clips because there's a lot of people that haven't seen it, and we want everybody to get hyped up, and then we're going to move you right into the $1 Million Weekend. You guys want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put in your phone number to our website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me about doing business, and you'll hear back from me immediately. We will not DM or spam you about any contests or promotions, so if you get contacted by an account with my picture that says they are me, look for that little blue check mark because I'm verified first for your own safety so you know that it's me. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or where you ever listen to any podcast. Click the little bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post, and we greatly appreciate your thumbs up. We read all your comments. Now, we need to address something. Our last podcast with the 2,000 views, you want to tell them or you want me to tell them? There was a fucking glitch in the system. 90% of our people didn't receive notifications. No one even knows the podcast was out.
Correct.
However, our boy over there, Nick, has got everything fixed, so everybody should get notifications of the podcast. If for some reason you don't, be looking forward to it tonight about, what, 5, 6 o'clock?
5, 6 o'clock Pacific time, possibly a little earlier, possibly a little bit later, but just make sure you guys have the notification bell clicked. And like we've told you the last few podcasts, we've switched over social media companies, guys, so bear with us. As you see, he's got his kids. If you saw on social media for the past week, he had to take them on vacation. He's been recording the music. He's been with executives for the new show and stuff. So, we get asked all the time, hey, you guys said you're going to do some sportsbook reviews. We're trying. We're getting this stuff in the can. We're producing it. We've also got the company to run and everything. So we're extremely busy. It's not by lack of wanting to or effort for you guys, but it is all coming together. So bear with us there, and everything is getting straightened out with the social media company. But make sure you do your part by clicking that bell so you get the notifications and tell your friends.
This is a sports show. My job, for those of you that are just watching the show, it's a spinoff of Money Talks, brings you to my life as the best sports consultant money can buy. We give you more free golden nuggets on this show than any other sports betting show in history on this fucking planet.
No doubt.
Period. So we might as well get into some sports. Huh?
Yeah.
NBA, the Phoenix Suns took game 1 at home, 118-105 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix easily covered the first game and hit the over.
It did. Giannis was really not expected to play in there, and about an hour before game time, and it was announced that he would play. He did start. He scored 20 points in his return. He was a bit winded if, the cameras showed that he was quite a bit fatigued in there, and understandable. He hadn't played in over a week. He was coming off being injured and stuff.
Not really understandable. He's young as fuck. That motherfucker should be able to get out there and ball and be winded the whole time.
Do you think that injury took something out of him? Do they have an excuse to not be as sharp for game 1?
I don't know. We're going to see tonight. Like I said, game 2 is tonight in Phoenix. The line is 5. Went down some places to 4.5, some places even 4. The total 221.5.
Yep.
So, like I said, we'll see tonight what Milwaukee can do. They don't get it done tonight, they are fucked.
And we're here at the end of the NBA season, guys. And if you want to make your money at the end of the NBA season, 877-220-6540.
Not to mention Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay wins the Stanley Cup. Shout out to Tampa Bay. We said earlier in the year, Poppy said Tampa Bay, would get it done. I mean, they were a high favorite, so it's not like we're looking to take a bunch of credit. But, hey, we told you who was going to win the Stanley Cup, plain and simple.
Yeah, it looked at the Stanley Cup like it was men's against boys. Unfortunately, Las Vegas drew a tough Minnesota team and then Colorado because of the realignment, because of COVID this year. Otherwise, we would be playing different teams. And I think it would have been a much better Stanley Cup had it been Las Vegas and Tampa. And that's not a homer talking. That's just realistically, I think, which would have been a better game. But Tampa Bay, man, all credit off to you. They looked like the better team, and they deserve this.
And with all due respect, guys, understand one thing. NBA Finals, we have about a week left, and it's over. Stanley Cup is over. This is the time of the year where some sports bettors go into hibernation. They don't bet anymore. They wait for college football and NFL. Well, you're sadly fucking mistaken because there's more money and value in baseball than any other sport out there. You can make more money in baseball than any other sport, hands down, if you know what you're doing. I've told you several different times, hitting in 60% in baseball with underdog value is like hitting 80% in NFL and all these other sports where you have a spread. So keep that in mind. If you're looking to build a bankroll for football, now is the time in Major League Baseball for sure. And speaking of Major League Baseball, who's that brought to us by?
And I just wanted to touch on that real quickly. There's
Touch
a reason.
these nuts, Bobby.
No, there's a reason over here at the sports books that they limit you to betting a lot less in baseball than you can in some of these other sports. And there's a reason why, and it's because sharps like you.
That's
that
100% true.
Take the underdog value and can really hit them. So they make it a lot harder for you to be able to get off the type of money that you can make a lot.
You hit it right on the head. A square comes into town. They'll let them bet $20,000 on NFL, $20,000 on college, $10,000, $20,000 on NBA. You come into town, try to bet $20,000 on a baseball, they're going to need your ID, they're going to need your player's card, and they'll probably let you bet 5 Gs for the first couple till they know who you are.
Yeah, and then change the line on you several times over.
Exactly. God damn, I'm beat up and tired over here. I got to pull out of this shit.
You need some of my energy today.
Oh, I hear you, Bo. Like I said, I always got energy. Don't you guys worry about that. But what I want to do right now is do a little Major League first half of the season rewind.
Guys, get your pens and pencils out here because this is very important stuff.
These were some of the preseason MLB power rankings according to MLB.com. And by the way, in the beginning of the year when we talk about they're going off last year's power rankings, etc., that's how these guys make the line. So, like I said, they were a little confused in the first half of Major League, no doubt about it. Let's see how accurate their rankings turned out to be. MajorLeagueBaseball.com had the Boston Red Sox ranked 20th. Teams ranked ahead of Boston were teams like the Twins, the Phillies, the Reds, the Cardinals, and the Nationals. Well, let me give you the result, guys. Red Sox have the most wins in baseball with a 54-33 overall record. Boston has the best road record in baseball, 27-17. And like Scotty and I were talking about earlier, with a mediocre pitching staff at best, with their best pitcher at what, a 4 ERA? So obviously they're getting it done offensively. You add some pitching to Boston, those motherfuckers be in the World Series like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here's my question, Poppy. How much credit does Red Sox manager Alex Cora deserve after returning from his one-year suspension?
Well, he went in there. They won the World Series. He got caught up in the scandal there with Houston, and so they had to let him go there for a year. He's back, and he's got the team playing really well. So, I mean, he's definitely got to have some credit. They're in first place playing great baseball with a mediocre pitching staff.
I said it before, I'll say it again. You can have a bunch of professional players. It's up to the coach to make them all-stars. And that's exactly what he's doing over there. Their bats are absolutely on fire. Speaking of the opposite of fire, here's a team that's ice cold right now. Chicago Cubs have lost 11 straight
They
games.
did manage to win yesterday. So
Correct. So 11-1 in their last 12 games. They are still not a team to be putting money on at all.
they're a team that's about to be a seller in the trade market.
After Sunday's games, it's all-star break. The Red Sox versus Yankees is the only game next Thursday, and then baseball returns with a full schedule on Friday the 16th. Major League Baseball's first half of the season betting review. Stats are based on July 1st standings and statistics, by the way, guys. Overall, straight-up records. San Francisco Giants, number 1, 53-31.
Who saw that coming?
Boston Red Sox, 54-33. Dodgers, 53-32. Still blows my mind. Their record is terrible as they fucking play. Houston, 52-33. Milwaukee, 51-35. White Sox, 49-35. Tampa Bay, 49-36. Watch out for Tampa Bay. San Diego, 50-37. Oakland, 49-37. And the Mets, 44-37. Here's the poll question that people ask. Who is the biggest surprise team of the first half? What do you think? San Francisco, Chicago,
To me, San Francisco.
White Sox, Milwaukee?
To me, San Francisco, they play in the division with the Dodgers, and San Diego spent a lot of money to compete with the Dodgers.
I agree.
San Francisco, they seem like it's the same players that have been there for 10, 12 years, and they consistently come out there, play good, have the best record in baseball right now. Hats off to them. I think that's the biggest surprise.
Now, who was the most disappointing team of the first half? For me personally, is the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a team that has a lot of talent. They're playing like the Brad News Bears. They look fucking terrible. So for me, it's the Yankees. But, I mean, for everybody in the baseball world, they're probably going to say Minnesota Twins or maybe even the Cubs.
No, I think, in a sport like baseball where you can spend as much money as you want on teams and everything like that, and you have the Yankees, you get to spend that amount of money and you don't perform, it's on you. The Yankees by far are the most disappointing team.
Agreed.
And, you get all this success when you're winning. You got to take the lumps when you're losing. And every guy from the management, manager, players, down to the training staff, pitching coaches, Every one of them has to look at themselves.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. If they don't go on like a 13-1 run in the second half, you guys can write the New York Yankees off. You might as well just look forward to them and start cheering for them next year because they've been playing like they're playing. They don't even have a shot at fucking wild card, playoffs, anything.
No.
So shout out to the Yankees. Get your shit together.
But guys, if you've been watching this show and this podcast, how many weeks in a row have we been telling them, do not be playing these teams like this. You can find a lot of value to be betting against them. And I mean, if they're listening to us, if they're calling you to get your paid picks, I mean, they're absolutely raking up.
Didn't we just play the Angels at $1.80 against the Yankees?
Yes.
So
we've been capitalizing on so much value against some of these big teams, and so many people are afraid. Oh, my God, it's the Yankees. I can't play against the Yankees.
how about the guys that see a team that they feel is a superior team, minus 220, 240, 250, so they bet it, think they got a solid winner?
Yeah.
You're mistaken, guys. If you're betting minus $200, $300 games, go play blackjacks or video poker or find something else to do because you're wasting your time, number one. Number two, betting a heavy favorite doesn't mean shit. And number three, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the fucking game because these high favorites have been losing over fucking 60%.
Or another big mistake. Hey, let's go take a 250 favorite and parlay it to somebody else.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Now we got to win 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, guys, value, underdogs, even money, totals. Best teams to fade on the run line. Minnesota, 30-53 run line record. Yankees, 31-52. Atlanta, 34-51. Washington, 37-46. New York Mets, 38-43, all on the run line. Definitely all teams to fade on the run line.
Yeah, you get a lot of value, guys.
Major League Baseball over and under teams. This is going to be a great segment. Who's that brought to us by, Poppy?
Well, my good friends at Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that help men get stronger and longer-lasting erections. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. No visit to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet package, and the process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com today and consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription with days. It's that easy. And today, Blue Chew is offering a special deal for the fans of the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. Go to BlueChew.com and use our promotional code VIP and get your first shipment absolutely free. That's promo code VIP, and you'll only pay the $5 shipping fee. So up your swagger and be a baller in and out of bed with Blue Chew. That's blue like the color, BlueChew.com. Try it for free today.
In a motherfucking trap house. You know what I'm saying? Doing our motherfucking thing.
You know what I mean?
Fake ass motherfuckers. Can never do this shit. Tell them, Dirt. Mic check, bitch. Including you the
Extremely high
dope boy.
stress levels.
Yup.
Extremely high stress
Motherfucking right.
levels.
Stress the fuck out.
When you're the boss,
Yup.
it's extremely high stress
Yeah, no idea.
levels.
Yup.
You gotta smoke a lot.
Purple.
Extremely high stress
High as a motherfucker.
levels.
Yup.
When you're the boss,
Boss. Bitch.
you gotta smoke a lot.
Till we motherfucking pass out.
Boss, 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 boss.
Oh, my God.
Extremely high stress.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Poppy.
I'm a dime. 250 dimes
Yup.
on the line.
Damn right.
Extremely high stress.
Oh, they don't know about nothing about that shit.
They don't even know that Purse Boy comes on and he gets on the next hook.
Oh, shit. Anyway, man, let's get right back at it, man. The top teams to the over. Grab your pen and a piece of paper. Let's get right at it. The top teams you need to be betting to the over. Minnesota, 53-27. That's a fucking stat for that ass right there. LA Angels, 51-33. Houston, 50-33. Tampa, 47-35. Cleveland, 46-33. Those are the top 5 teams you need to be betting the over. Top teams to be betting the under. The Nationals, 53-27 to the under.
Not last night.
Wow.
They put up 20 runs in that game last
I
night.
don't give a shit. 53-28 to the under. That is a phenomenal stat for you guys to get money, guys.
Yeah.
Chicago Cubs, 48-32. Mets, 42-34. Miami, 44-35. Not too many solid unders, but those are your 4 top teams
and
to
when
bet
you're dealing
the
with
under.
the Nationals, they're plus 16, right? minus $1.10, plus $1.10. You're not minus $2 on a total ever.
Totals are where it's at, guys. They're minus $1.10, sometimes even money. That's called value. Top home team unders. These are teams that you bet at home to the under. The Mets, 25-9 to the under at home. Nationals, 33-13 to the under at home. Guys, that's serious money right there. You need to focus and write that down. We're going to recap. Back on May 15th, podcast 315, I said the Nationals are 14-5 to the under at home, and the New York Mets are 11-2 to the under at home. The result, the National and the Mets are combined 58-22 to the under at home.
36 units.
36 units, guys, I gave you for free. For those people that aren't following this, I mean, you think I'm doing this show to waste my breath? I'm doing this to help you guys get some money. So for those of you that can't afford it, can hit a couple licks, then call us and help me take you to
Pay
the
for
next.
this year's Christmas. Pay for your kids' future college fund. I mean, that's all you got to do.
Sports news segment. Who's that brought to us by, Poppy?
Well, real quickly before we do that, I just wanted to touch on a couple things. This weekend.
Touch these nuts.
Yeah, he loves it when I do this.
Yeah, just do the read. Go ahead.
No, real quickly.
Hey, it better be good, dude.
It's going to be good. Well, first off, we've got a big sports weekend here, okay? We've got some other sports that are in effect. We've got the Wimbledon finals, the men's and the women's final, which he won't care about. We've got the UEFA final, which is England and Italy, which he doesn't realize so many people in the world are soccer fans or football fans. Big deal with that final. But we also have here in Las Vegas, which he'll be attending, the rematch, the fight number 3 of Conor McGregor and Poirier.
Star-studded event. I'll be there.
Star-studded event.
Fair enough. I love it. Like I said, Los Angeles Angels pitcher and DH Showtime Ohtani became the first player to be selected for an all-star game as a pitcher and a hitter. He also pitched well against Boston last night, or the night before, and the Angels won 5-3.
The kid's an absolute superstar. Hats off to him. It's very hard to do what he's doing, and wish him all the success. And can't wait to see him in the home run derby.
He's making history. A few other American League starters. Yankees, Aaron Judge, 3rd time. Boston, Xander Bogaerts, 3rd time. Angels, Mike Trout will be replaced because of injury, obviously. A few National League starters. Giants, Buster Posey, 7th time. Braves, Freddie Freeman, 5th time. Braves again, Ronald Acuna Jr., 2nd time. It's now official. The NCAA clears the way for all college athletes to make money from endorsements and from a variety of other ventures. NCAA rules still prevent schools from paying athletes directly. Here's the question. Reggie Bush wants his statistics restored and his Heisman returned in light of the new development with NCAA. What's your thoughts?
You know,
I said it's no different. Well, go ahead. What do you think?
I've thought for a long time it's ridiculous the players shouldn't have gotten paid and everything, and to go back and take players' Heisman trophies and shit is ridiculous. However, what the rules were at the time, and he violated the rules at the time.
At the time, but that's not how the law works. For instance, let's talk about marijuana. People that got convicted of major marijuana charges, once marijuana became legal, were overturned. So it's all about what the law is, current, present, and what the rules are today. So he absolutely should have his statistics restored. They should give him his Heisman Trophy back. And it's where we're at in 2021. So it is what it is.
Well, I mean, they've now, even here yesterday in Nevada, they legalized marijuana for the, there's no more failing tests for marijuana for UFC fighters or boxing fighters, right? Yeah. But in the past, if you failed for that, like Diaz got a 5-year suspension for it and everything like that. Mm-hmm. You can't go and undo his 5-year suspension and everything like that.
Well, you could. Is he still under effect?
I don't know if it's still under effect.
It can't be. But no, you could. Yeah, you could. Like I said, that's just part of the law. It's changed now. So you have to go back in, and this is what the law is currently, and get it redone. But it is what it is. Reggie Bush, no one really gives a fuck about you at this point. You know, I'm sure you want your Heisman Trophy restored, which you should get. And they should have let NCAA players do this for a long,
time. He probably
long
wants Kim
time.
Kardashian back, too.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. College football. One of the top bookmakers in Las Vegas said he is facing challenges setting accurate lines and win totals for this 2021 season like never before. Because of last year's COVID hampered season, he said teams appeared to have more starters returning than normal, even though some players didn't even play last season. Power rankings from the sources he had relied on in the past varied much more than in previous years. Here's the question. Is this music to my ears? Some college football season going to be easy to get money? Absolutely. They're going to be going off power rankings that they don't even know what the fuck they are. The lines are definitely going to be soft. Some of the favorites are going to be heavily favored too much, where you're going to take the underdog. Some underdogs are going to be lower than what they should be. So there's going to be plenty of money to get out there in college football.
This is why you've had one of your record years. We've tried to
Correct.
tell a lot of people the information would be different, the lines would be off, and guys who could capitalize on getting information, like yourself, would have big years. And
It's going to be literally impossible for them to get accurate lines in college football this season, period. So there's going to be a lot of mistaken lines. There's going to be a lot of 7-point line differentials. The bookies aren't going to be able to get a real good clear till about week number 5, maybe week number 6. So like I said, let's build a bankroll now in Major League Baseball and get ready for this college football, which is only, 7 weeks away?
Yeah, people don't realize how COVID is a world economic global thing. Planes are affected. Even if you want to go on a flight this summer with your family, plane rides are getting canceled like in record numbers and stuff like that. How does that affect a basketball team or a football team? Well, these college kids, they don't have private jets that they take. They travel on commercial jets. These guys might not be getting in and getting their rest for being, traveling to a city and having a day off. They might now be traveling the same day and playing the same day. A guy like him gets that information. For odds makers to have all this information and get all these kinds of lines and stuff is going to be impossible, and that's why you need a guy like him.
No doubt about it. Anyway, guys, I'm tired as fuck. Had a long
Promotion.
4th of July weekend. I'm going to do a separate promotion that I'm going to release on YouTube and Instagram and all that, so we could give them something that they're bang for their buck, plain and simple. We love you guys. Stay aggressive. Next week, I'll be a little bit more excited. Like I said, I'm still recovering from a crazy weekend that I had with the family. I hope you guys had a beautiful week. And like I said, let's go finish out NBA Finals with an absolute bang and power up for Major League Baseball to make your bankroll and be ready to just go kill football, period.
Yeah.
Fair enough? We'll see you next week, guys.
Oh, yeah. Fuck 'em. I don't even rap, but we had to do this for him anyway, Dirt. Fuck 'em. Number one documented company in the motherfucking world, huh? Yeah, I'm right here, Dirt. Hustler, bookie killer, my money long. Now I'm legit, but I used to get my money wrong. I used to pimp, jack fools to get guap. So last thing I sweat, some sucker punk cop. Right like a boss when I'm in the ghost. You run up on it, another hit of smoke. Came from the bottom and found a way out. Bet sports ain't never gonna play out. 10 grand to lose, 20 to gain. In my brain, my game's stronger than cocaine. Gotta get paid tonight, you motherfucker right. Play with my money, you're playing with your motherfucking life. White, rich, and hard, new reality star. 19, I had $100,000 car. Fuck your bookie, I'm taking them all down. Kiss my ass, twist the cap off the crown. Cause I ain't trying to take no shorts. I'm CEO of VIP Sports. You motherfucking right, and I'm a hustler. Get it right, motherfucker. Steve motherfucking Stevens. Best motherfucker alive. Ain't nobody better than me. Ain't nobody winning more games than me. You say you are, you a motherfucking liar. Shout out to Ice-T. Another fucking hit, homie.